Are we back? Yes! Horrors! You have been swallowed by a huge whale! Reconnection successful! Yay! Ooh, but I am not recording. Why am I not recording? Start recording. Come on. Okay. Whew, this place stinks. Okay. Huge tongue. Ooh, drippy. Gross. I don't know if I will die in here like you would in the original one. Oh, sorry about the ad break, everyone, because the disconnect thinks we're starting a new stream. Well, let me have the bottle. What, do I have the bottle now? I've got the bottle. There's a note in the bottle. You open the glass bottle and retrieve the imprisoned note. There seems to be writing on the note. Oh, good. The note reads, "Thank you for playing King's Quest IV Retold. Support indie game developers. Yay!" You have no idea what any of that means, but at least it's not one of those shameless Sierra plugs. So those who don't know, in the original game, there was various different plugs for, I think, Police Quest, a few of the King's Quest games, Space Quest. I think in the code there's a code. I'm not back? Okay. Yay, I am back. Good. Hooray. Okay. Any hoodles. Oh, I don't know why my connection's been... Oh. Looks like the noxious fumes have finally gotten to you, Rosella. Whoopsie. Sometimes all this questing can take your breath away. Ah, dang it. Okay, whale. Okay, horrors. Bins. The jaws of an angry whale. Oh. We are two mariners, a ship's sole survivors. Ah, darn it. I was doing pretty good there. In this belly of a whale, its ribs are ceiling beams, its guts are carpeting. I guess we have some time to kill. You may not remember me. I was a child of 3, and you a lad of 18. Come on. We're back. Guess who's back? Back again. Everyone seems to be back. Tell a friend. Dang it. Oh, so close. I was so close. You all saw. Dang it. Oh, dead. I don't think much. I have been sucked down the throat of this whale, and now I'm trying to climb out. See? Whale. Absorbed. And now we try and climb. Come on. Dang it. You all saw I was doing so good. Dang it. Oh, so close. Dang it. And dead. What? No. No, 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 no. Come on. And now the game's crashed. It's like finding Nemo again. Oh, come on. Just the game entirely is crashed. Why? Why can't I have nice things? Nothing has worked right since I played King's Quest 2015. It has broken my life. Oh, come on. Not responding. Nah, nah, nah. I get the stream working. The game crashes. I get the game working. OBS crashes. I just want things to work all at the same time. That'd be nice. Be a delightful treat for me. Remember the days when I used to do like 7-hour streams and it would just work? Xbox streaming, not even once. Absolutely. It's because I moved my computer. The new position does not have proper feng shui. Oh, come on. No. I don't like it when the entire monitor goes black. I don't like it. It's not the entire monitor even. That's just... Come on. What is happening? I don't have a desktop now? What is happening? We might panic a little. A little panic as a treat. Oh, there we go. Okay. Task manager. Okay. Hey. And this is back now. Apparently, I just needed to open the task manager, like, to threaten the game. Had to let it know who's boss. That is me. I'm the boss. But, oh, come on. There we go. Come on. Oh, and dead. You know what? I'm saving here because I'm most of the way up the tongue. Halfway up the tongue. I can spell. There we go. And that's why I saved. Nope, not that one. That one. I am back. Game is working. OBS is working. Rosella's not working. Come on. Seriously? Is the climbing random? No, like there is, apparently there's like a specific area that is safe, but there's nothing in the game that tells you where that safe space is. Also, it doesn't help that Rosella's dress is the same color as the tongue. Just turning down the game speed a little bit, see if that helps me at all. Oh my gosh. Did I manage to get myself into like some weird... Ooh, I got a little further. I got a little further. I'm saving. Dang it. The reason why I'm saving and restoring is because there is a time limit on this. Come on. Come on. My arm's cramping. Hello, David Alexander. Welcome. Is the amount of turns or actions, or it is time-based? You see, like I wasn't doing anything there, and then I died of the noxious fumes. Ooh. Yeah, there aren't really turns in Sierra games. Everything is based on what is either called ticks or jiffies, which is a 60th of a second. Save. Dang it. I don't have to be close. Not from here. Okay, that was worth a try. Dang it. Stinky whale. Yes! And that's what I need. Tickle uvula. You frantically tickle the throat of the whale with the big peacock feather. You begin to feel a quiver under your feet, which quickly turns into a mighty tremble. Suddenly you hear it thunders, and you are swept out of the whale's mouth in a tremendous wave of ocean water. Again, you find yourself swimming in the ocean. Land ho! Okay. So this is another spot where you can die due to randomness, like due to timers. Fun fact, Al-Lo doesn't have a uvula. Okay, I know why that can be a thing, can be removed for snoring surgery, but why do you know that? Oh, whoops. No! It looks like exposure and thirst have done you in, Rosella. Dang it! Dehydration is no joke. Get well soon. Well, in that case. Ah, delicious. Thank you so much for the follow, Obscurity. I really appreciate that. Okay. Okay. All right, let's do this a little faster. Search the debris. You look at the ground inside the wrecked boat. What is this? Why, it's a golden bridle. You pick it up and carry it with you. Oh, little cowboy ducky. Okay, so that's how they handle that. In the original game, the pelican just sits there. And if you don't do if like you walk too close to it, you can scare it away and then you're stuck forever. Or if you give it the fish before you get the bridle, you're stuck forever because you can't get back to this spot. Okay, but now, you see I have a fish. You feed the fish to the pelican. You throw the stinky dead fish at the pelican. Greedily, he catches in his large bill. As he does so, you notice something shiny fall from his bill onto the ground. Oh, look, it's another, huh? Let's take the, huh? The huh is, the pelican has likely found the silver whistle among the debris. You love this game, but can't explain to people who haven't played Sierra games why. Yeah, this is one of my favorite King's Quests. I'm going to say it's my top 3 of the original 7. Because right now I have been playing through every King's Quest game I can get my hands on, which is why I'm playing this point-and-click version of King's Quest 4. It has been quite interesting because there's things that would be game overs that have been fixed. Like I missed shooting the bow and arrow at the unicorn, and it's just like, oh, well, Rosella picks up the arrow. It's fine. So this game has removed the dead ends. It removed the time limit, like the 24-hour time limit before Janesta and Graham die of their respective ailments. But you can still die of time-limited things like, if I wasn't hanging out in this screen, I would die of dehydration. You grew up on King's Quest, so unfair deaths seem normal. You just love the look of the music. Oh, the music in this one is fantastic. And the animation is, considering the resolution they had to work with, the animations are fantastic. You put the shiny silver whistle to your lips and forcefully blow into it, producing a loud tweet. To your astonishment, a friendly dolphin appears just offshore and jabbers excitedly at you. There you are. Hello, friend. Yay! We'll ignore the fact that dolphins are actually jerks if you get up close with them. Choo-choo! Whistle. What? Don't you all summon dolphins with a whistle? Okay. So, now have the bridle, so I can... Okay, this is where old games kind of had a thing with unfair deaths. Yeah, let's... That was sort of how they had a difficulty curve back in the day. How they, like, if you know what you were doing, and you're not talking to chat the whole time, like, a lot of the early Sierra games can be finished in a couple hours. Like, they are fast. The deaths were what gave the game a difficulty curve. In fact, they redo every scene for the night, so some reason in later releases they just put a filter over each scene to make it look right. Like, I don't know which version of the art they've used in this game. I haven't made it to the nighttime yet. Because originally when I was, like, I played this for the first time a couple of months ago. But there was a bug between the game and ScummVM. And if I tried to play the game on its own, I couldn't get OBS to pick up the footage. Where did I leave the unicorn? So I haven't actually made it tonight yet to see what the night scenes look like. There's the unicorn. I'm sorry. Okay, save. Unicorn. It's the last unicorn. As the beautiful unicorn offers no resistance, you gently place the golden bit into its mouth and fit the bridle and reins over its majestic head. The unicorn looks at you with curiosity. You nimbly mount the magnificent unicorn, grab the golden reins, and set off towards Lalote's castle. Okay, so this is what caused the game to crash last time. I tested this with my old saves, and it seemed to be fine. You thought there was chirping in your room? Nope. We've got stereo sound. So, Lalote says, I hear you were a good girl and brought me the unicorn. I'm almost convinced you might be innocent after all, but, she clears her throat, not quite. Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good, you think? Didn't crash, yay! Wait. Okay, I just needed to click, it's fine. Lalote continues. I'm desirous of the hen that lays the golden eggs. Currently, the hen is kept by the ogre and his wife. Bring me the hen, and you shall have your freedom and a great reward. Take her away, Lalote orders her goons. You've seen others play the point and click, but you can't remember. You'd assume they'd use the redrawn version. I would think so, because it's like, in terms of modern game size, an extra screen is nothing. Okay, we are on to the second quest. What happens to the unicorn? Lalote keeps it locked up just to have. I can free it later, but it doesn't like me anymore. And you know what? Absolutely fair. Okay. Oh no, we have to do the scariest part of the game. Okay. Put on my little crown. She does not eat it. Obscurity, no. No. Did I have friends in school who were fans or played Sierra games? No, I didn't. I was the nerdy one. It sure good feels to be yourself again. But I played with my family. Like that was... A new Sierra game was always like the big Christmas present every year. I've got a board and 69 points. Nice. Bold to assume any of us had friends at school. I wasn't going to say it. Yeah, I was. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do the scary part. I'm saving. I hate the caves. Okay. I'm brave. I'm powerful. I don't have everything I need to do this, so I'm not going to. Oh, yes, I don't drown if I going the other way. Back to the mines. The cave is by far the worst part of the whole game. Oh yeah, when I recently replayed the original version, I screamed. I just full on screamed when the troll showed up. It was just an instinctual childhood fear. Oh, I fell off a little cliff. What do I need to do? When you mention Quest for Glory, they watch you play King's Quest. They're like, huh? I'll play Tomb Raider, Counter-Strike, or Diablo. Yeah, I didn't really have, like... I'm trying to think if anyone I knew was real, like... Everyone I knew was into had consoles. No one really was into PC gaming at all. Okay. See if I remember how to do this. You examine a few remaining books on the bookshelves. Only one catches your attention. It is entitled The Complete Works of William Shakespeare, which is different. There is an absolutely fantastic play called The Complete Works of William Shakespeare Abridged, where they perform all of the plays in 90 minutes. And it's an absolute delight. Some of it's only like they sort of reference it, like they do all of the comedies in one go. But it's funny. It's funny. Were there multiplayer PC games back then? Well, my friend, in days of yore, there was what was called the LAN party, where you would take your entire PC, monitor, keyboard, and all, and go to someone else's house. You would all plug them in together and create a local area network. You would all, and this was not a laptop you would bring. No, no, no. Laptops were for productivity and office things. This was a full tower and a CRT monitor. And you would all connect that together. And you could all play turn-based games. So you play like Civ or later on the Baldur's Gate. I know you could play like the OG Baldur's Gate. You could play as a LAN game. I was both too cool and not cool enough to ever get to go to a LAN party. No, it was mostly that I was like by the time I knew anyone who played computer games, like, no, you're a girl. Don't want to play games with girls. Girls can't play games. Diablo 1 came out in 96 and had multiplayer. Yeah, so that's about 10 years after this. So I now have the complete works of William Shakespeare. Open the Shakespeare book and thumb through its pages. Contained within it are all the wonderful plays of the playwright William Shakespeare. It's not all of the plays, because there is one William Shakespeare play that has been lost to time. It is a sequel to Love's Labour's Lost, and it is called Love's Labour's 1. It's been recorded in like books that's like saying these are all of the plays that have been performed at the Globe from the King's Men, William Shakespeare's theater company, and it includes All's Labour's 1, but no one has ever found a copy of the script. So we've got no idea what it's about, other than it's most likely a sequel to Love Labour's Lost. Okay, Diablo 1, which came out in 96, has multiplayer. Didn't play Diablo 1 until the 2000s when Diablo 2 was released. No way your parents was going to let you play Diablo 1 that young. Okay, so how do I do this in, okay. An interesting portrait of a young girl hangs above the fireplace. You gaze at it intently and notice her eyes seem to stare at the left wall of the parlor. Oh, now I have, examine the left wall very closely and see a trigger. There we go. You flip the latch on the wall and behold, you've discovered a secret door. Parents were still iffy on Diablo. They preferred you to play Quest for Glory. Quest for Glory is amazing. The painting be side-eyeing. Oh, this is an interesting thing. So, so this house, like, for some reason or other, in every Roberta Williams house that has multiple rooms, the kitchen and dining room is always on the right-hand side. Like, this is the same layout as Manannan's house. Like, hall to the right, dining room, up, kitchen. It's the same layout. Also, Colonel's Bequest. The dining room is to the right of the hall, and then just because of the way that like the secret passages work out, so forth, then the kitchen is even further over than that, but it's still the same sort of area. This kitchens go on the right side, and dining rooms. Okay. Do I want to bother going up the stairs right now? No, I'm good. Okay, let's see if I can go find Mr. Barty Boy. Oh. Got Twitter-pated. There's a lot of weird RNG in this game, like where you're going to find certain characters. Like I could find... Oh. Shoot. Oopsie. You should be more careful, Rosella. See you next fall. There we go. Yeah, so there's a bard that can show up on one of several screens, but I don't know where, so I just have to wander around and look for him. Like, he could sit there, but he's not. He could sit there, but he's not. Also, I wonder why the early King's Quest games, like, the world is... like, not flat. Ooh! The Ogress sees you! Woohoo! Like, King's Quest 1, the world is a globe. If you keep on going east, you'll eventually, like, come back to the same screen from the west. You keep on going north, you'll come up to the same screen from the south. King's Quest 2, the world is a tube. There are east and west boundaries, but not north and south. You keep on going north, you come up from the south. And same for 4. You keep on going north, you'll come up from the south. But I don't... It's not a sphere, because there are boundaries to the east and west. But it's just like, why? Where is this darn bard? I need to tell him he's bad at music. I need to crush his hopes and dreams. Nope. No, I don't want you. I need to get the bard first. There you. If there's a King's Quest live action movie, they should cast Arnold Schwarzenegger as King Graham. At this point, it would be old King Graham. Okay. Hi, my guy. The minstrel. See a rather jaunty-looking fellow who appears to be a wandering minstrel. He seems to be a lute player. Makes it seem hard to make sense of the terrain. Yeah, especially when like there's some places where you have to like stop and turn around because it's blocked for story reasons. I don't know why. Like I wouldn't think to make the world like that. Like I would think, okay, we're making the world, it's going to be a square. Tom Holland as young King Graham and Arnold Schwarzenegger as old King Graham. I don't quite know if I'd see that progression. Like, does he get taller? There's no answer. You say hello to the minstrel, who looks at you in surprise. Well, well, who do we have here? He asks. You introduce yourself as Rosella. Hello, Rosella. The minstrel says, let me play for you one of my favorite tunes. And he begins to play an old ballad. Unfortunately, it appears that his musical skills are quite limited as he plunks and pings his way through an otherwise beautiful song. Do you have more songs? You unthinkingly speak to the minstrel again, who immediately begins playing another rendition of a favorite oldie but goodie. It should show Tom Holland become king, and 3 years later, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like, I'm king now. I don't have anything else to do other than pump iron. Being a king ages you fast. It would so. You hand the Shakespeare book to the minstrel. Curiously, he opens it and begins to read aloud. First hesitantly, then with increased forcefulness as he begins to get into it. Suddenly he stops and looks at you. This is wonderful, he proclaims. This gives me a new lease on life. No longer am I a mere minstrel. Now I will become a famous actor. To be or not to be. How's that? He then gives you his lute, bids you farewell, and wanders off to stardom. Being a king also changes your accent to Austrian for some reason. Get out of here, you with your puffy pants. Alrighty. So now I give first, because I can. I like how Rosella plays the song that he was trying to play correctly. After all, she's a princess. She's got nothing better to do than learn to play various musical instruments. There we go. Hello, my dude. He's going to save in case he runs away. Man. Oh, wait. I have to play. Play the Leisure Suit Larry theme. Leisure Suit Larry's at it again. He is the envy of all of the men. If he can get some, anyone can. Pan gratefully accepts your gift of the lute, and in return he gives you his flute. Happy now, he dances away with Oot. Yay! Okay. So now I have a flute. So I can use that and that. I have the lantern. I have the board. Got everything I need to get. Oops. I gave the loot to get the flute. Now I can go and get the fruit. No, 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 no. Peter Pan. Nope, not the mountains. There we go. Crown. Poof! There, little froggy. Boing, 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 boing. Okay, feels good to be yourself again. I want to do the caves. Kind of sad that Leisure Suit Larry didn't get a TV series. Maniac Mansion got a TV series. That was my first introduction to Maniac Mansion. I was shocked when years later I found out that there was a game. Which is nothing like the TV show. It's like, there is a family of mad scientist-y type people called the Edisons. That's about all that's the same. Oh, nope. Using a flint attached to the oil lantern, you light it. The lantern burns with a bright glow. Ah! No! 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 I'm dead. Oh no, you have been caught by the vicious troll. Fate be what it may, you are dragged off to meet it. Whoops. Turns out feeding the troll was a bad idea after all. That's right, don't feed the trolls. It's kind of funny how it was pitched to Hollywood big shots. I hadn't heard that there actually was a Leisure Suit Larry pitch. Or is you talking about the Maniac Mansion pitch? Okay. Lantern on. Nope, I don't want to extinguish the oil lantern. That's the opposite. How do I show the game that I want to use the lantern? Nope, nope, opposite. We now have the bones. How? Oh. No, no, come on. Tried to be creative and circle the sensors, and I tried to go and approve it, and OBS is now locked up again. Why can't I have nice things? Like, I just updated you, OBS. Okay, I'm just going to leave that in the background. Just so everybody knows what happens. Humba said, Al had to play the game, and when Larry went to the bathroom, someone yelled, type masturbate! And he did, and everyone laughed at the game's response. I was trying to approve it. Okay, it just, you can see stuff. Ooh. No, 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 rude. Okay, so apparently as long as the lantern is lit, it just goes. Being able to see a treat. Run! 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 Run, Rosa! Run, Rosie! Hmm. Is there anything I can do to the troll other than just run? Don't remember. Why do I... I don't want to use the bow. Nope. Let's see if the stream is still going, because OBS is just all grayed out for me. You have to appreciate how somewhat advanced the auto mod is to see what you're going to mean there. I'm almost tempted to turn that off just because most of what it catches has just been people talking normally, and what it doesn't catch, and then like most of the actual bots and horribleness gets caught by Seribot, so. Okay, lantern, go. Boom, go. Oh gosh, I'm looking at things. That's what the problem is. Run, 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 run. Yay! I escaped. Why does it keep switching? No, no, no. Is there something I'm forgetting to do? Oh, apparently disconnected, and now I've reconnected to the chat room. That's nice. I wonder if anything interesting happened. I'm not trying to... the game is changing my icon on me. It's being mean. Whoa, what is happening? Yeah, whoops. Who's following it? There's a troll. He's chasing me and... Come on. There we go. Didn't turn my lantern on. Fun fact, back in the day, trolls were mentioned in Sweden's national law books as they were bad people. Yeah, I can see that. Come on, 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 come on. Yes! Oh, I did it. Surprisingly, the troll stops chasing you. You wonder what could scare the dreadful monster off. There's a hole. There's a hole. I'm just going to save again in case I fall down the hole. There's a whole hole. Oh, you see, look. Looks like there's a bottomless chasm right in the middle of the cave chamber. Good thing you noticed it before falling to your doom. And here in Finland, one of the duchies of Sweden, you had official troll hunters. Well, that's not surprising considering that, like, vampire and witch hunters were a big thing across a lot of Europe. Feeling in the dark, you managed to place the board across the crevice. Now, can you cross it safely? Deet, 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 deet. Deet, 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 deet. Feeling in the dark again, you managed to pick up the board without dropping it into the crevice. You see an opening in the distance. Yay, cave exit. Whoop, I said cave exit. Save. Takes a little bit, but I'm back in the habit of saving. Swamp. Grass tops. Hunting trolls demanded a specifically huge amount of alcohol, as trolls tend to be invisible. Smart. Very smart. Well, in Britain, witch hunting involved having to make women get naked and poke them. That's the sound? Why is it so hollow? There's a Netflix Norway movie called Troll that looks interesting. As long as it's not Troll 2. That is... Don't... No. Troll 2 is bad. Okay. Grass stuff. Grass stuff. Grass stuff. Wooden grass, yes. Careful, Rosella. It's a poisonous snake. Nervously, you raise the flute to your mouth and begin to play a melodic tune to the big cobra, who begins to sway with the music. Soon the snake is mesmerized by it and falls into an hypnotic trance. Fruit for me! Oh, he gotcha! You die a painful death by snake venom! I didn't even have a chance! It's gonna get a little closer. Get. Oh, for criminy! Are there any Nagas in the King's Quest series? No, there are not. Oh, kind of. In King's Quest 8, there is a witch with a snake body. But she is not referred to as a Naga. Don't you know that some swamps are quagmires that will suck you under? As you take your last breath, you contemplate this final information. Dang it. Okay. I've been going for about 2 hours. I'm going to take a little break. I'll try and take a little break. Let's see here. Come on. And I can't change my screen because OBS is once again responding. I just updated you. Why do you hate me so? All right. Tiara, thank you for the tiara trade redeem. Dog lover, merboy. Let's see, we're going from the jingly dangly. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I can hear it while I wear it. And we're going to switch over. Let's do the gold coral. I like the gold coral one. It's nice and light. All right. But regardless, I'm going to go for a break right now. I was really hoping to be able to put up the dancing crabs, but OBS doesn't want to talk to me. Now I've got chat showing up on OBS, which is supposedly not responding, and it not. I don't know what's going on. But regardless, I'm going to take a little break. I will see you all. Unfortunately, there will be no dancing crabs. It just will be a black screen here. But I'm going to get up and I will be back in a couple minutes. See you in a sec. Bye. Welcome back, everybody. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to King's Quest IV Retold, the point-and-click version of King's Quest IV, where sometimes... Are you serious? Come on. Is my mouse seriously not working now? I'm going to freak out. It's not the mouse. It's the whole dang computer. I've got no control now. I've got nothing. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I have that mouse there. There we go. Okay. Things are coming back. Wakey, wakey. Okay. Holy crap. I have just been having so much computer trouble today. But still, we persevere. Board. Flute. Tried this several times now. None of the times have I succeeded. Died for various different reasons. Okay. Get. Nope. Okay. I am saving now, because I've died several times. Okay. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Take the board. And then jump back across all of the strangely hollow-sounding grass tufts. Hooray! I did it! That's my level of action sequence that I want to see in a game. Where's that chasm? Board. Across chasm. Feeling in the dark, you managed to place the board across the crevice. Now, can you cross it safely? Probably not. Chasm. Feeling in the dark again, you managed to pick up the board without dropping it into the crevice. Hooray! Why do I feel like there was something about hitting the troll with the board? Is that a thing? Or is that just something I always really wanted to do? I'm gonna try it. Okay, trying to give anything. It's not just a troll, he is a dreadful troll! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Trying to give anything to this nasty troll is not a good idea. Okay, yeah, I'm done. Yeah. I was just looking to see what would happen. Okay, have board. Okay. Try that again. How'd you get so close? Unfair. Victory! I'm never going back there again. No more cave. Woo! Just making sure I do have the bone. I do have the bone. You kneel down and take a drink of the cool river water. Ah, it tastes good. Not what I was going for. The troll only wanted some love? Consent is king, baby. Okay. Now what am I up to? I have the bone. Ah, life-giving river water. Nectar of the... You know, never mind. I was so happy when they got Christopher Lloyd to say Nectar of the Gods in King's Quest 2015. Yeah. You could tell that it was a game that was made by fans. Like, they knew the references to include. They threw in Cedric. They threw in life-giving water. They... references to cat cookies, like... They... to random treasures being found everywhere. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna save his ogre time. But that was just when they missed. When they missed hard. Like the third chapter, I felt that it was more of a reference to not just Monkey Island in general, but specifically to the Curse of Monkey Island than it was to the King's Quest games. And when chapter 4 was weird, it's like they erased the Perils of Rosella. Like when Alexander came back to Daventry, Rosella was not in the midst of being captured by a dragon. She was just hanging out at home. And then they go on a family vacation rather than Graham getting sick and Rosella having to save him. So it was just like, it was very much Perils of Rosella erasure, which is just weird. But it's not like they didn't know anything about Perils of Rosella. They mentioned, like when Graham was feeling it, said, what I wouldn't do for some magic fruit. They mentioned Tamir specifically. So just odd choices. Watch out, a very unfriendly bulldog rushes towards you. No, he doesn't. I give him bone. I give him bone, though. Burp. You weren't fast enough, Rosella. You are nothing but a bite-sized morsel to that big dog. Okay, I'm turning down the speed. It's all right. We've all had a rough day once in a while. Ogre time. Back down we go. Ooh, I didn't turn down the speed. I just mentioned it and didn't do it. Okay, game speed. There we go. Quickly, you toss the bone to the big dog, who catches it midair. Happy with this surprise gift, he takes it to his favorite rug, lies down, and begins to gnaw at it. He seems to have completely forgotten about you. Now don't die, ogre and ogre again. Na 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 na. Okay. Where do I go and what do I do? I hide in the closet. I'm not close enough. Whoops. Make sure I go around the dog. And now we hang out. Going to be ashamed of yourself as a cat person, but are you able to pet the dog? You know what? The ogre is coming. So we'll find out never. You hear the ogre in the house. Okay. The ogre roars, fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of a... What, you old goat? Interrupts the ogress. It's just as deer you smell. You know how you get when you're hungry. Here, eat. You're not yourself when you haven't eaten. Have a Snickers. Wife, shouts the ogre, bring me my hen. King chicken. Lay. orders the ogre. With excitement, you watch the hen lay a golden egg, which the ogre takes. He yawns, then falls asleep on the table. Soon his snoring rattles the walls. Okay. Save. Ogre nap time. Well, now I can test if I can pet the dog. The dog will not be gentled. Okay. I don't remember if the hen starts squawking as soon as you leave the room. Take the large axe. Let me ask you a question. How is it so far as a point and click? I've struggled a little bit with the timer. Or sometimes like I'm not finding there's enough time to do things. But that could also just be because I've had the speed up too high or I'm chatting. But it does take away a lot of the like, what exactly do you want me to say? Oh, no, I don't want to pinch myself. I want to take, how much closer do you want me to get? How close do you want me to be? There we go. Oh, didn't want to talk. Nope, come on. Up the stairs. But yeah, it cuts down on the confusion of like, well, do I want to play whistle or like, and having the game show you where there are hot spots? Very helpful. Okay. Uh-oh. The hen has woken the ogre. Book it. Book it, Rosella. Run. Faster. Oh. I'm caught. Dang it. At least the ogre appreciated your good taste. Imagine if they had a King Graham to Fortnite. That would be amazing. Oh. Okay, so if anyone out here plays or has ever played Minecraft, you know the paintings, one of them is a painting of King Graham, like the original King Graham, King's Quest 1 and 2 sprite. Little yellow guy with a blue hat, red shirt, blue pants. We know him, we love him. I was watching a Minecraft SMP YouTube video, and someone referred to him as the little Pinocchio guy. And it's like, no, put some respect on Sir Graham's name. Never heard of Minecraft? Some sort of Scandinavian game. Okay, let's try that again. Give me chicken. Chicken get. Minecraft name itself will never be popular. Yeah, no, like I thought maybe someone out there might have heard of it. You know, it's a little known game, but you never know. Uh-oh, the hen has woken the ogre. Feet. Beat. Feet. Yeet. There we go. Okay. Up the speed again a little bit. Not all the way, but I'm just very impatient. OwlQuest will be more popular than Minecraft. Mark your words. Oh yeah, get your investments in now. Chicken. Get. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. What a good girl you are, Lalote gushes. I really ought to give you your reward right now. She pauses, and you wonder what she's up to. Lalote goes on to say, I've just the tiniest bit of doubt left. If you do just one more thing for me, I'll be completely convinced of your innocence, and you'll receive a wonderful reward. Somehow you don't quite believe her. I want to have Pandora's box. It is said that whoever owns it would be in possession of the purest evil. Lalote's red eyes glow as she exclaims, with the power and evil of Pandora's box, I would be unstoppable. Your terror returns as you realize what an evil being Lalote really is. You wonder if she'd be helping her in this way, but what can you do about it? Nothing. Right now. I don't know the whereabouts of Pandora's box, Lalote tells you. You must search for it yourself. Again, she orders her henchmen to take her away. It wasn't a box. It was originally a jar. Yes, it was a vessel. Also, hello, Retsuo. Okay. A jar which would become dangerous when ajar. When is a box not a box? When it's a jar. Right. I have to go scare some trees. This joke was brought to you by the Dad Joke Council of 2017. Dad jokes, when the true punchline is apparent. Proud of myself for that one. There's the scary trees. The trees tremble at your might and are frightened by your axe. They will not bother you further. They will axe you no questions. Spooky skull. Witches. Reminded you one time you angered your waifu with a Finnish pun? Oh, do tell. We'll see if it translates. Might even be better if it doesn't. Such is the way of puns sometimes. Okay. Spoopy trees? Yes. Let me in. Whoa, whoa, they're speedy. Okay, turn the speed down. You knew you needed a hot bath, but not this hot. Seems like you got yourself in a stew once again. Okay, we're turning down the speed. Glad I saved. I was thinking like, no, I know what I need to do. It's fine. It's fine. There is some sort of glitch with the draggy things. Okay. Coming around this way. She'll be coming round the fire when she comes. Attempt to snatch the glass eye, but it appears that the witch doesn't currently have it. Dang it. Oh, nope. I can't skip. Yeah, hot bath. Yeah. Blub, 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 blub. Okay. Pausing the game to pay attention. And she was asking you to get cola. But you were like, but it's outside, our plow. And plow is cola in Finnish. Fair enough. Ah, oh, darn it. You had your PC's heatsink start to fail, so you had to swap it out. Pain in all parts. Then once you did, one of the front fans started making noise, so you had to swap that out this morning. Then once you put it in, another fan started making noise. You were able to fix that one with a hearty blow of the screwdriver. Ah, yes, the percussive maintenance. It's highly technical. So apparently this is just a bad day for computers. Like, right now, I can see my OBS is up. It says not, like all grayed out, says not responding. But I can see the stream itself. Can't do anything about it. And I have no idea what I'm going to do to actually finish the stream in a few hours. But, because I can't press the stop stream button. A lot of folks have had OBS problems recently. Ooh, I didn't turn down the speed. Like, I had Scum problems. I had OBS problems. Just everything has been messed up. Oh, where? I don't know where the safety zone is. Because you have to be close enough that you can get the eye. And then this is a really long death animation. I also had to, because I've been streaming from the Xbox in the living room for the past 2 months, had my laptop out there. So I just reset up everything in here today. So it was also setting up my lights, setting up the desk, getting all of the peripherals plugged in. So it was a big tech day for me. And it doesn't want to work properly. I don't remember this being this annoying in the parser version. Not close enough, you see? Ah. I stream on the laptop. Yep. What? I don't want anything on the floor. What are you doing? One day, I will get myself an actual tower. But they're spendy. Oh, come on. I I can see you guys are chatting, but I gotta keep my eye. Ironically, oh, come on. This is definitely harder. Because I have to keep moving. How much closer do you want me to be? This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Ah! You stream on a laptop too? Like, it's way more economical. I do have like a second monitor, but it's very old, which is very handy for actually playing older games, because even though it's the games are low resolution, putting it onto the lower resolution monitor means they physically blow up bigger, and that's still a perfectly fine resolution to see things at. Oh. So this is definitely much more annoying, because having to switch from walk to hand and get a specific spot. You see, got the new laptop a year ago. We still play old games. But yeah, my laptop is very old at this point. It's nice not to worry too much if you played a new game. Like, there are some new games out there that I want to play. Like, I want to play Baldur's Gate 3, which isn't even really a new game anymore. But I think my computer would just barely be able to handle it, like on lowest settings, and I probably wouldn't be able to stream it. This is annoying. This is definitely worse than the parser version. There's just too many timing points you have to try and get. Because, come on. No! Get on the other side of the cauldron, you witch. And the death scene takes so long. Yeah, hot bath. Blah, 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 blah. Dying, dead. Mm-hmm. And like, you can't even skip the death thing. As soon as it says, watch out, you're already done for. It's up there with like, watch out, Graham! You're already dead by the time he says it. No, I missed! God! You just managed to snatch the glass eye from the grass of the old witches. Now they're totally blind and helpless. Yeah! Okay, she's just going over there to kneel again. Oh, I thought she was gonna get me. Your PC is various years old. Like, that's the definite benefit of a proper tower. It's like, okay, I can upgrade this, I can upgrade that. Laptop, you're fairly locked into what you started with. The new Spider-Man 2 game, which you like, works good on the laptop? Nice. Okay. Then for reasons, You have to leave and come back. As you re-enter the dismal cave, the three one-eyed witches throw something toward you, which lands on the ground. Here, take it, they cry. It'll ward off the undead. You'll need it. Now please give us back our eye. Your PC is 14 years old and your secondary screen is going to be 20 this June. Oh, that's nice. Your screen can drink. One of the fans is today old. The heatsink is 3 days old. The processor under it, 6 years. PSU is 7. RAM, you don't even know. A lot. Okay. I get the scarab. I save. Got the scarab. I think I get points if I give them back their eye. Can I talk to them? Give us back our eye, the old witches plead. Yeah. My secondary screen I got for $50 off of Facebook Marketplace. My laptop, it's over 10 years old at this point. Toss it in the cauldron. Let's see if I can. I saved. That would not accomplish anything. You throw the glass eye to the three old hags, who once again take turns peering at you. Come closer, dear, one says. We'd like to give a little gift to you. I get so worried every time that one moves. It's like, no. So long, suckers. Like a heavy blanket, darkness enfolds you. Now we get to see what... Yeah, so we are doing the properly redrawn screens. Because the one with the filter, this looks very blue and weird. Just gonna up the speed just a little, as a treat. Toss it in the cauldron. It would accomplish nothing but spite. Well, I am quite fond of spite. Sprite? Oh, right. No! I didn't know that the ogre was be out at night. Now, there is something I want to try. I heard that in this version, you can swim to Genesta's Island at night, which you cannot do in the OG version. I want to see. Night. Excuse me, I got sniffles. You found cranberry Sprite last Christmas? Pretty good. Oh, we get cranberry ginger ale Christmas time. So good. I love it. Specifically Canada Dry. Because Canada Dry is the best ginger ale because it has actual, ginger. Been looking for that one. It's your white whale. Well, conveniently, I have just swum across the ocean here. There's no whales to be found. Oh. Genesta's tiny fairies guard the palace door. Can I go in at night? Just out of curiosity. I can, but it's not going to be any different inside, I wouldn't think. Let's find out. I'm never going to see this again. Can see that there is darkness out the window. In the original version of the game, you can't swim across the ocean at night. It's just like insta-death. Yeah, and it's dark out the window there. Neat. Love both cranberries and ginger ale. You are a man of wealth and taste. Nope, nope, nope. Not up the stairs. Nope, no. Rosella, please. Generally, swimming across the ocean is instant death, unless the English Channel or something, then it's just likely death. Yeah, it's like, Rosella must be an insane swimmer to be able to swim across the ocean in a dress. I have been dunked in a pond in a full-length skirt, and it is heavy. My first ever Renaissance festival that I worked at, actually, we had this one show. It was called the Trial and Dunk Show, where there was a pond on the site, and we had basically a boom arm like this that would swing out over the pond. You get accused of something, was all scripted. You'd be found guilty, and then you'd be dunked in the water. I was accused of egging the judge's house because I was daughter of the poultry man. And I had an obsession with chickens and eggs. But I was in a full, like, Ren Fair peasant outfit, like corset and skirts and everything. And there were several days where, because I was so skinny at the time and I felt the cold so badly, I was just ordered not to be in the show because they're like, you will not survive how cold the water is. Swimming, swimming in the ocean blue. No! Okay, there's no point in going again. It was just interesting to see. I don't know if I've ever really explored too much at nighttime. Nobody's going to waste eggs like that. They're going to go get the muck from the stables and throw that. There was a whole thing that I was played out in the streets that I was actually being framed because I had a twin sister character and I was like the good girl and she was the troublemaker, and so she had done it and I got accused. The mine is closed for business. It was a fun show, though. Unfortunately, that was the very last year of the Ontario Renaissance Festival. You all right there, Rosie? So we only ever got to do the show the one season, but it was so good. At least the padlock was on the correct side of the door. In some Spider-Man games, it's instant death if you jump in the water, but in Spider-Man 2, you can web swing and surf through the water. Nice. Usually instant dying on touching water is the developer saying, I don't want to make a swimming animation. That's one of the reasons why the swimming in this game is so awful. Do I have to be wearing the scarab or anything like that? As you take the obsidian scarab in your hand, you notice that it has started vibrating, producing a low hum. The obsidian charm is skillfully carved in the form of a scarab beetle. At the moment, it glows with a strong light. I'm going to assume I'm wearing it. Okay, I'm fine. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, so in King's Quest 1 and 2, there's like almost no need to swim. I think in 1 you need to swim in the well. And in 2 you only swim when you're with the mermaid. So like swimming is usually instant death otherwise. So and you can't go swimming out to sea without the mermaid in 2. So I just assumed when Rosie got attacked by a shark that it was just supposed to be instant death and that there wasn't anything further to do out there. I didn't find out until I had a walkthrough that you needed to keep going. So annoying. What's that you hear? Why, it's the sound of a crying baby and it's coming from upstairs. In Psychonauts, there's a reason for having water be so deadly. I have not played Psychonauts. Oh gosh, hate baby crying. You've been swimming more lately? It's one of your favorite exercises and fastest way to stay in shape for you? I haven't been swimming in so long. I've hurt my knee super badly at the beginning of the year. I've barely been able to walk recently, and it sucks. Psychonauts was top tier. The second game was exactly as good as the first game, which is not always the case for a decade later sequel. Nice. The crying baby seems to be in here. I have identified the crying baby. Stop crying. Oh my gosh. Seriously. Oh, I thought that would turn down the volume of the baby. Nope. Sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better. Thank you very much, everyone. I've been going to physio, and since I technically hurt myself at work, not technically, I did. I actually I don't have to pay for the physio, which is nice. The Workplace Safety and Insurance Board covers it. A couple years back, you slipped getting out of the shower and hurt yourself relatively well on New Year's Day. Ugh. Okay, I remembered that I needed sheet music for later, and I didn't remember where it came from, and now I've remembered. Okay. Let's look for a dead baby. That's the dead wife, soldier, corpse, miser. The ever-living memory of Hiram Bennett. Baby son. Baby. I just assumed that the scroll would be on the side rather than top and bottom. Diggy, diggy hole. You carefully dig a small hole at the poor baby's grave. What is this? You've uncovered a silver baby rattle. You bend down, pick it up, and carry it with you. Yeah. Terrifying monster. Oh no. Oh no. Yes, crying baby. It's bad that I'm sort of done with this puzzle already, and I'm only on the first one of 5. Wasn't for the crying baby sounds, I probably wouldn't be so upset, but just, ugh. The small silver rattle must have belonged to the unfortunate child that now haunts the nursery. It wasn't just silver, it was lead. Now that baby is quite dead. We were at the acrobatic center and there was this person. She was doing backflips and crazy gymnastic moves all safely. And she got done and simply tripped over walking and hurt her ankle. Oh, the twisties. You drop the silver rattle into the baby cradle. As you do so, the crying of the baby ghost and the rocking of the cradle cease. You breathe a big sigh of relief. Suddenly you hear a terrible rattling of chains from downstairs. Chains, chains, chain of fools. Yes, loud moaning. Ebenezer Scrooge. I saw the miser's grave over this away. I like how, like, the miser's grave is tipped over. It's like it was done cheaply. And the baby's grave is tiny. Yes, terrifying zombies. You dig a small hole at the grave of the old miser. Aha, you found a bag of coins. Thriller night. Where are you? Where are you? Not close enough. Okay. I'm gonna wait for you. You offer the bag of gold coins to the miser ghost. He greedily snatches it from your hands and promptly disappears. Sorrowful weeping. Oh, not here. Oh, there you are. Try to comfort the lady ghost, but she doesn't respond. It seems as if she doesn't even know you're here as she continues her deep sobbing. So this little door here drove me crazy in my original playthrough back in the day. Because like, okay, there's a door in the ceiling. I need to get into the door, obviously, because that's how adventure games do. And my logic was, I'll show you. Show you all. Yes, weeping fills the house. Here, that's clearly a ladder, right? I should be able to take that ladder and bring it upstairs, and then I should be able to get into the attic. But that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to wait until the nighttime, and then a ghost opens it. Obviously. Yes, weeping. Very sad. Ugh. Where are you? You must be on the other side. Yeah, oh yes, the mirror works. In Sorrow and Grief. That's the one. I think it was done just a little bit better in the original version, because I don't remember her seeming to sort of float. Yes, yes, terrifying, terrifying. They're so terrifying. How did you figure out puzzles back in the day? Had to wait till the weekend of the dial-up internet and go on forums before discovering a walkthrough. Forums is partly what really helped you in the quest for glory. Well, one, played with my family for a lot of the games. So we'd be throwing suggestions back and forth at one another. Like that's what my family talked about at dinner sometimes. Yes, Sound of Weeping. I remember being so adamant that there had to be something beyond the snake in King's Quest V. Because why would they put it in there if there wasn't? They would have just put a wall. There had to be a reason for things to be included in the game. And like, I would have been 6 or 7 at the time making this argument. Small locket attached to a chain. Opening the locket reveals the handsome face of a dashing young man. Yes, he was so dashing he was dashed upon the rocks. You hand the lovely locket to the distraught ghost. The locket seems to make her very happy as she vanishes into thin air. But for some games, eventually it did become looking things up on UHS hints, or before that, like specifically for the Space Quest series, there was this one website. I don't remember what it was called now, but it had at the top of the page, because this was very simple HTML, like, see an example. Trying to think of a good Space Quest puzzle. How do I oh gosh. How do I get off out of Yulant's Flats? So then you'd click on that and it would scroll way down the page past a bunch of answers to unrelated things with huge spaces in between them. So you could only see one answer at a time. And it would say like, well, maybe you need a spaceship. And then you'd ask for another hint. Like, there is this place that sells spaceships. And like on and on like that. So giving you little hints, but it would go like, have the huge document and it'd be like, a hint here, a hint here, a hint here, like bouncing around. So you couldn't just scroll through. You had to actually like look at the hint, read the hint, then click next. Wailing from downstairs. It's very interesting that all of these ghosts seem to be from further on in history than the royal family of Daventry. Like, that is an 18th century uniform, whereas Rosella's like Renaissance. Oh, I apparently lost contact with the chat room. Yeah. I think this is him. Yeah. No, that's Thorpe's corpse. Thought he was over. Ah, there we go. It's just these shadows look like dug holes. So I assumed. Looks like I've lost connection to the chat again. I hope you guys are all being good. Don't be naughty when I can't see the chat. Only be naughty when I can also have fun and make jokes. A loud wailing comes from downstairs. Conveniently, that's where I am. Yay, I'm back again. There you are. How close do you want me to frickin' be? You disappear before I... Oh, oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, that's annoying. You're being naughty. You eat pineapple on pizza. Shocking. You too enjoy pineapple on pizza? Madness. Madness, I say. No, I like pineapple pizza too. Pineapple pizza is actually not Hawaiian. It was invented in Canada. Feeling all patriotic and stuff. Ooh! OBS is back after many hours. Okay, then. You offer the Order of Merit to the Wailing Ghost. He takes it from your hands with great reverence. Satisfied, he vanishes into thin air. Oh, okay. A cute little boy ghost suddenly appears. He grins mischievously at you, begins to giggle, and runs from the room. Let's put it gray again. No! Apparently, the VOD hasn't been recording. That's fun. I will download it later. Probably there will be multiple VODs I'll need to download because of disconnecting issues. A lot of cool things come from Canada. Absolutely. Like me. Ad break is starting. Didn't we just have one? She done her best. Where you are, tread softly, I entreat you, for if he chance to wake, be sure he'll eat you. Dentist Brown. At length, my friends, the feast of life is o'er. I've eat sufficient, and I'll drink no more. My night is come, I've spent a jovial day. 'Tis time to part, but oh, what is to pay? Rebecca Freeland. This a little boy. There we go, that's the one I want. Oh, go away, you stupid zombies. These zombies follow my rule of Daleks. So in the new Doctor Who series, the first time we see a Dalek, there is one Dalek, and it's terrifying. Just the one. Later in the series, we see 70 gabillion Daleks, and it's like, one killer, like one unstoppable killer, is much scarier than a lot of equally unstoppable killers. Doesn't make sense, but that's how it is. Tomorrow for you, so good night, Red Zoo. Thanks for stopping by. You hear naughty giggling as the little boy ghost runs from the room. Oh. There we go. Have to find the right spot to click. That is a smooth little animation there. That was smooth. The little boy ghost laughs and refuses to budge from his seat on top of the chest. Might help if he had a toy to play with. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Have a horse. You give the toy horse to the little boy ghost in hopes that he will vanish like the others before him. For a moment you fear that he will not, as he takes time to examine it carefully. Suddenly, he grins at you and in a twinkling disappears. You peek into the open chest and find an old set of sheet music. You take the sheet music and carry it with you. Okay. Things are happening, ladies and gents. Things and stuff. It's interesting your favorite band, your favorite singer, your favorite funny actor, and your celebrity crushes are all Canadian. Nice! My two favorite actors from Firefly are Canadian, both Nathan Fillion and Jewel State, aka Captain Reynolds and Keeley. Jewel State was actually on one of my favorite shows growing up, The Odyssey, which was, for some reason or other, it was a boy. I didn't click anywhere freaking near there. You. I didn't click on that level of the stair at all. That was mean. Yes. Nathan Fillion is Canadian. Didn't know that. Yeah. He is from Edmonton, I believe. And in Edmonton, they have made a public space known as, this is the official title, the Nathan Fillion Civilian Pavilion. And it's painted in vermilion. It's an official thing from the government. They've made this. Okay. We're going to play both the songs because I can. You're not sitting at the organ. Oh, I'm trying to sit at the organ. Seated one day at the organ, I was weary and ill at ease. Okay. Oh, I don't want to pinch myself. I want to sit. Bench. There we go. Can only remember one oldie but goodie. You just happen to remember this. Well done. What a virtuoso you are, Rosella. Your favorite funny actor is Jim Carrey. He is a delight. You find it difficult to read the old sheet music, but you attempt it anyway. Doing a bit of a riff on the toccata and fugue. I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm surprised they didn't do a Phantom of the Opera thing, but this predates Phantom of the Opera. That's weird to think about. Why are we going? I don't know why it got faster all of a sudden. What's this? A small drawer has opened in the organ. You take a skeleton key from the drawer. Click on the bench, okay. Honestly, you didn't grow up playing Sonic, and the main reason you watch those movies is for Jim Carrey, but you did like the like Sonic in those movies? I have not actually seen any of the Sonic movies, but I did know, because I watched a YouTube video about this. There is a song, like Jim Carrey does a dance scene to a song called Evil Grows, which is also a Canadian song. Evil grows in the dark, where the sun it never shines. Evil grows in cracks and holes and lives in people's minds. Evil grows in the part of you, so it seems to be. And every time I look at you, evil grows in me. Spooky song. Love it. Skeleton key. Yes, terrifying zombie, terrifying zombie. Place the skeleton key in the lock of the crypt door. Slowly you turn it. Click. It unlocked. I'm not falling. I know what would happen. I'd fall off here so easy. Ryan Reynolds is, yeah, he's also Canadian. And Ryan Gosling. You reach down and get the pile of rope. To your happy surprise, you find the rope is actually a rope ladder attached to the end of the platform. Gladly, you throw the rope ladder over the edge of the platform where it falls to the floor below. That's such a smooth little animation. Look out for the mummy. The mummy runs from your powerful scarab. What's the point of that? You can't get in here without the scarab in the first place. Let's see, who else is Canadian? William Shatner. Oh, what's his name? James Doohan, who played Scotty in the original series, Star Trek. Catherine O'Hara, R.I.P. What am I doing? That's not what I want to do now. I've just gotten so in the habit of having to go into the Haunted Mansion that it just did it automatically. Yep, James Cameron's Canadian. Lelot's goons. This is a very pretty scene in the night. Like, I love the way they've done the stars. Lelot smiles an evil smile. You know, she says, I've never asked you your name. What is it? You tell her, Rosella? Rosella. What a pretty name. You wonder what this is about. You find out soon enough. Well, Rosella, Lelot grins ominously. You've earned your reward. My son, Edgar, has fallen in love with you. I wish him to be happy, and I give you the honor of being his wife and my daughter-in-law. Your heart turns flips and somersaults as you hear this. You'll be married first thing in the morning, she informs you. You will sleep in Edgar's room tonight while my son sleeps elsewhere. She motions to her goons. Let us relieve you of your burdensome load before you retire. They take all my stuff. No, my precious inventory items. You are so shocked by this tragic turn of events that you hardly notice your possession being taken away. To her goons, Lelot orders, escort our Rosella to her room. You think to yourself, now what? Jump out window. The windows are already open. Jump out of them. Chester drawers. You search the drawers, but find nothing that would be any use. You don't have time for sleep. Come on. Come on, come on. Here's our boy. You hear something at the door. What's this? Why, a beautiful red rose has been pushed under your door. You pick it up and carry it with you. How big of a crack must there be under the door for a rose to be shoved under there? Like, a rose blossom is probably, like, even a small one. It's probably, like, that big. What a beautiful red rose. What's this? Why, there's a little gold key attached to the rose. You remove the little gold key from the red rose. A gold key! Someone must really be looking out for you in this unwelcoming domain. Oh. You take a good whiff of the rose. What a wonderful fragrance. You closely examine the key but find nothing unusual about it. It's just a plain old key. But conveniently, I have a lock. Using the little gold key, you quickly unlock the door. Oh gosh. This isn't quite as bad. No. I was about to say this isn't quite as bad as oh, come on. Go down. Go down the stairs. There we go. As the full keyboard, but it's still pretty bad. It just sort of breaks your brain a little bit trying to figure out how to navigate the corners. Thank you so much for the follow. Aha. Cupboards. Cabinet is full of dishes. This cabinet is also full of dishes. dishes, and possessions. Your belongings. Hooray. So now I have what I need to win. Whoops. Well, I don't know why that happened. Oh, well, we get to see Rosella's cool dress this way. The henchmen have taken your rose and you no longer have the gold key. Looks like you're destined to be Mrs. Edgar. It's a really green bed. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, you have this dress is so good. Like, look at that. Come on. I'd marry Edgar for that dress. I now pronounce you man and wife. Edgar, you may kiss the bride. So embarrassed. Fainting isn't going to help, Rosella. There's no getting out of this one. You're stuck being Mrs. Edgar for the rest of your life. Ironically, that's how she ends up anyways. Canonically. It's just gets disenchanted in the meantime. Not to mention having old Lalote for a mother-in-law. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Looks like there's a bride future ahead of you. Bright bride. I got it now. Oh gosh, when I haven't saved it forever. Okay. To date, to have acquired nothing. Am I just waiting for Edgar at this point? We wait. Ooh. Here he comes. Here comes the boy. Take the thing. Take the thing. Use the thing. Navigate the stairs. And that was one thing in King's Quest 2015. I didn't fall off nearly enough stairs. Not a true King's Quest game at all. Fell down various hills. Was completely fine. Didn't instantly die from falling off a hill once. Here are my possessions. Your belongings! With an exclamation point. Okay, let's try this again. Thank you for the save off and redeem dog lover merboy. King Graham. Ah, my old arch enemy. Chose 2 steps of stairs. I know there's an underscore in your name, but I only have so many. Oh, I only have so many characters. And a perfectly timed save it was too. There we go. Ooh. Oh, oh, I should have.
You should be more careful, Rosella.
Oh, nope. Your save's closer. I don't know how it decides when to autosave. Nor do I know why there are 3 autosaves. I'm not arguing, but I guess it's in case you like sort of got yourself into a sticky situation. I'm going to save again. Stairs are the enemy. Oh, look at that. Supreme skills. Can climb a stair. Door is locked. I have a skeleton key. Using the little gold key, you quickly unlock the door. Well, as long as it's quick. And you know what? Just to make her my friend, let's shoot her. You aim the golden arrow toward Lolotte. You let go of the bowstring. Zing! Direct hit. Lolotte sits straight up in bed, a look of agony on her face. What did you do to me? She shrieks. I'm melting. Melting. No, wait, that's another story. Let's try again. It hurts. It hurts. Stop the pain. Stop it. You cringe as you watch the evil fairy die a painful death. What happened, you wonder? How could Cupid's arrow have done that? You thought those arrows were harmless and contained only love. Wait, that must be it. Love. Lolotte was so evil that when that pure love entered her body, it acted as a poison to her system. In spite of yourself, you feel a sense of sweet revenge. As she breathes her last, Lolotte managed to gasp, I don't know how, but I'll get you for this. A bright new day is dawning. Good morning. Edgar bows to you, acknowledging his evil mother's death. He begins to say, You may now walk freely about the castle. And then he suddenly begins to blush. She was a fairy? Yeah. That is delved into more in King's Quest 7, but it's sort of a retconned thing. She's like actually Edgar's aunt, I think. You have to say the funniest moments in King's Quest are Graham's Falls. In King's Quest 5, the gets you. That's hard to impersonate. But yeah, it's just like she's just listed as she's a fairy. Well, ignore the fact that she's green and there's like jokes about her being a witch. She's a fairy. Let's loot the corpse. Because you can feel goodness radiate from the magic talisman. This must be the one Janesta wanted you to retrieve. You betcha. and they're all bowing to me. Lot's henchmen must not speak, as they only utter strange guttural sounds. The Lot's goons won't bother you anymore. Come here, chickie. Chickie? Edie chickie? In the pocket. Nothing of interest in the chest. Pandora's box. Yeah, we'll take that. I like how she just... Ah, yes, my priceless treasures. Into the closet with you. Slenderman fairies with bat wings. I think they're supposed to be sort of like flying monkeys. Don't think there's... I wonder... In the original game, there's... some Easter eggs here. But you have to type like rap. And I don't know how you would copy that. Ha, look, I spoke with the candelabra. Now wouldn't that be an illuminating conversation? Connor's falls are low-key kind of funny. The face flat is giving Family Guy fall. Oh, and just screaming endlessly. Just like, okay, yeah, we get it. You can stop screaming. Please stop screaming. I need to reload. Please stop screaming. My favorite death that I had in my playthrough of King's Quest VIII was in the Dimension of Death. I died to a whole bunch of skeletons. They all swarmed me. And then because they didn't have anything to target anymore, they just started running in circles around my corpse. Like, oh, accidentally right clicked. There we go. Look at this. And this is what happened to the unicorn. It's in the stable. It's fine. Like when you barely touch the lava and Connor just burns so fast. You'd be on like the delta of it. And like, yes, I understand it is molten rock, but come on. If you're going to let me be anywhere near it, give me some freedom. As soon as you open the gate, the splendid wild unicorn impatiently leaves its hated prison. It quickly trots out the open stable door to freedom. They weren't starving it. No, he's got food. It just wasn't free, and unicorns need to be free. I'm alive. I'm alive. The worst is maybe a horrible bird foot, but not his whole body like that from lava. Oops. Oh, God damn it, no. Speaking of insta-deaths, you should be more careful. See you next fall. Okay. That was dumb. The reason why I went back is I thought I'd missed clicked. And I was like, no, fix that. And then, no, I was fine. Reach out to the pet the unicorn's nose. but it won't let you. It doesn't trust you anymore, and it shouldn't. Okay. Mountains are the enemy. Come on, Rosella, you can do it. In the original disc version of King's Quest V, there were actually two different walk icons. One was walking and one was traveling. And the traveling one existed solely so that you would be more likely to fall off of stuff. Because it would just take you in a straight line. Or maybe it was the other way around. Like, one would just take you in a straight line to a place. One would allow you to, like, course correct. And I was like, why? Why do we have the two options? Seriously, Rosella. I've never tried this. Is there anything in the mine now? Convinced that the song Free Fallin' was meant for King's Quest V. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Oh, nope, they're all there. But they are in different places than they were yesterday. Huh. Seriously. Seriously, Rosella. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh. The unicorn doesn't trust you now. Oh, my little heart. You deserve it. You deserve it, Rosella. You betrayed the poor unicorn. Okay, we're saving because we're swimming. Oddly cut off splash sound effect there. Okay, that's just a fish. No! No! Yeah, pretty much all of the... anything that's not bleeps and bloops, they were all added for this version. So like the da-da-da was from the original game, but the sploosh was added. Is this the only King's Quest game with a unicorn, or are there others? Huh. No unicorns in 1. There's a Pegasus in 2. No unicorns in 3. There, obviously the one in 4. Nothing in 5. Nothing in 6. Nothing. Nope. Only one with unicorns. The pearls of Rosella. Hello, Shinlog Denetsu. Nice to see you. There are many dragons, though. There's a dragon in 3. There's a dragon in 7. And there's a dragon in 8. Oh, I didn't put the box back. Nope, we're restoring. We're restoring. I forgot about that. Back we go. That was close. I blame it on falling off of a cliff. I forgot what I was doing. I have to put Pandora's box back in the, Oh, that's right. You're right, Spider. There was a beast in King's Quest 8 that you had to give its horn back to, and it turned into a unicorn. That is right. I forgot that. Because King's Quest 8's a weird game. I don't want to hang out on that screen. Come on. Come out. There you go. Mask of Eternity. Yes, Mask of Eternity is the 8th official King's Quest game. It was worked on by Roberta Williams, who is the designer on all of the rest of the King's Quest games. It was made by Sierra Online. It is an official sequel. The problem is that it is completely different from every other King's Quest game. One, it's 3D. 2, it was literally a fighting game. Like, you'd go around killing monsters, collecting loot. Like, it was an RPG. And so it just did not fit with any of the rest of the games in the series. Like, it wasn't telling the same sort of... Oh, I need to close the door. Fine. You place the skeleton key in the lock of the crypt door. Click. It locked. You kick the key through the crack under the door. Now no one will ever accidentally release the evils of Pandora's box into the world. Like, in every other game, the language is fairly modern. Whereas in King's Quest 8, the main character speaks like, "Ah, yes, I shall see thee hanged for this monster, thou blackguard." It's like, no one in any other King's Quest uses these and thous. So it didn't fit with the rest of them. So a lot of people will not refer to King's Quest 8 Mask of Eternity as King's Quest 8. They just say, like, yeah, it's Mask of Eternity. It's its own thing. It's all right. It just does not fit with the rest of the games. Connor speaks Shakespearean for some reason, and he's the only one that does. Yeah. They make fun of that in the King's Quest 2 remake. No, sorry, King's Quest, yes, 2 remake. Where there's a flash forward where Graham meets Connor as an old man. This is not canon, so it has nothing to do with King's Quest 2015. It was made many years before that game came out. Okay, we're saving again. Swimming, swimming. Of course. Oh, the RNG in this game. It's random where things will show up. It's random when things will show up that will kill you. It makes it a bigger game. Oops. Stare out at the ocean. I don't want to stare at the ocean. I want to keep swimming. And I don't know if the randomness, like, would the game be more fun if there were fewer rooms and things were just easier to find? Or is it better to have the randomness and not know where you're going to find the unicorn or the bard or Pan? What better serves the story and the gameplay? Is it better to have the rooms where you walk through and there's just nothing there as you search for stuff to happen? I don't know. Have a chicken. Janesta only needs her talisman. Fine. I think if I was on my sick bed and someone gave me a chicken, I'd feel much better. You just sneezed and said, sorry, Pearl, like I can hear you. Well, bless you. Gesundheit. You give the magic talisman to the dying fairy. Almost instantly, the color returns to her cheeks and her green eyes begin to sparkle. She sits up in bed, stretches, and smiles at you. Yep, she's a fairy too. Ah! Gah! That's a creepy smile. You've saved my life, Rosella, the beautiful fairy says gratefully. And you have saved Tamir from the persecution of Lolote. We are deeply indebted to you. I want to go outside. I need to feel the warm sun on my face. Exuberantly, she waves her magic wand, and the sheets collapsing was a nice little touch there. Suddenly, you find yourself outside. My little hen, Janesta suddenly exclaims. Wherever did you find her? You explain that the ogre had possession of her. There was no indication previously that the hen had anything to do with Janesta. She has monarch wings and she's like the ruler. That's, oh, clever. Poor thing, she says. I didn't read the rest of it. I was distracted. Now for you, Rosella, Janesta says. It's my turn to help you out. I will return you to Daventry, and with the magic fruit, you will be able to save your father's life. We'd better hurry, though, as he doesn't have much time left. I am the queen. Yes, you are anxious to get home again. But first, Janesta proclaims, let's replace these peasant clothes with your royal gown. It's far more important than saving my father's life, clearly. Fashion first. With a twinkle in her eye, Janesta announces, there is someone else deserving of a reward for his kindness and heroism. Fairies can be any size in this universe. Yes. Sort of like the more powerful ones are human size, and then you see little tiny ones occasionally. You have a beautiful soul, Edgar, the fairy says to the ugly little man. Even Lolote's curse couldn't hide it. Let me restore you to your true form. Edgar is also a fairy. He was kidnapped by Lolote as a baby and raised by her. This handsome hunk is Edgar? Rosella, he says, I love you. Will you marry me? That's the best I could do of the Edgar voice actor. You think about it. You think about it some more. Then... I'm sorry, Edgar. You're very sweet, but must immediately return home. So sad. Perhaps we'll meet again in 3 games' time. And you'll kidnap me again? Well, Rosella, Janesta announces, it's time for you to go. Your father desperately needs you. Goodbye. We'll never forget you. Although King's Quest 2015 will totally forget this game. It's so weird. My father's dying. Quick, I must pick up his hat. Just slides in. You give the healing fruit to your dying father and strongly urge him to take a bite, which he weakly does. It is Edgar who kidnaps her in King's Quest 7. But he has been once again kidnapped and magicked into thinking he is a troll. So it's weird. It's weird. Rosella and Edgar have some issues. Never felt better in my life, is his reply. What is in this fruit anyway? He wonders. It's fruit. Fruit is in the fruit. King Graham was dying of scurvy this whole time. He needed vitamin C. I don't think you're through with I don't think you're through with this hat yet, you said, was saying in Graham's voice. Your brother, Alexander, and your mother, Queen Valenice, readily agreed. Something, something. Yes! Full points! Full points! You have a perfect score. Congratulations! We do see Graham in the old games. Yes, he is in 1, 2. We see him like a little bit at the end of 3. He's in the intro and conclusion of 4. He's the main character of 5. If you get the good ending, he's in 6. But you have to get the like almost full points. He's not in 7. And like someone who says that he's Graham shows up in 8. It's just in the intro, it says like, yes, the grain silos. And then he gets magicked. That's not Graham. In 8, he is no. Yeah, and the hat is from the old game. Yeah, the hat is like the symbol of King Graham. Well, King Graham, the adventurer. Whenever he's out on any of his adventures, he's got that hat. We see him wear the crown a little bit at the beginning of King's Quest 2, and then it's like, no, I'm going on adventure. Switch out to the adventuring cap. So yay! I did it! That was the 100%. That's why I went back to make sure I put the Pandora's box fully 100% of the game. Yay! Now, I don't want to fight with my darn computer anymore, so I think we're going to call it there for the night. But I can actually find someone to raid. Yay! It's not the dashboard. Let's see here. It was a bit shorter than you thought. It's fun to watch. Like that one, because I know what I'm doing, I can zip through it pretty fast. Oh, there we go. That's what's wrong. I clicked on browse. I'm like, I don't recognize any of these people. Who are you all? I think Necrokeys has just started. Looks like he's just started to stream. Let's go, Bugham. Getting short on King's Quest games, what expected to see in the future? That is a good question. I would like to do a playthrough of Dagger of Amun-Ra, which I discovered I do have buried away in my files. It's been copied from many computers, but I have it. But yeah, after that, I don't know. Might actually have to get some new games. Shocking. Yeah, let's go see Necrokeys. That'll be fun. Leisure Suit Larry is always an option. No, not playing Leisure Suit Larry. Okay, why can't I? I can't type in my own chat. Rude. That's really weird. When I try, it just goes bloom. Oh, that's why I've got an error message there. Boom. Thanks so much, everyone, for stopping by. Have an absolutely wonderful night. I will be back again next week for some sort of King's Quest. Possibly Silver Lining, possibly Owl Quest. We'll find out next time. Bye!